be reading verses 13 down to verse 17. And as we go through with our reflection today, we will be referring to other verses of the whole passage about the walk to Emmaus. Verses 13 to 17. On the same day, two of Jesus' followers were going to a village named Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem. And they were talking to each other about all the things that had happened. As they talked and discussed, Jesus himself drew near and walked along with them. They saw him, but somehow did not recognize him. Jesus said to them, "What are you talking about to each other as you walk along?" They stood still with sad faces. Hanggang dyan lang po ang babasahin natin. Isa po sa mga significant event recorded in the Gospel of Luke. It is only Luke that record itong kwento tungkol po sa dalawang disciples ni Jesus na on the first day, noong day of the resurrection, umuwi po sila sa kanilang lugar, doon po sa village na tinatawag Emmaus. After witnessing the horrific and heart-breaking act of crucifixion, they were there. They saw everything that had happened, simula po sa pag-arrest kay Jesus sa Garden of Gethsemane, nung pagdala sa kanya sa bahay ng high priest, nung pagdala sa kanya at nagkaroon ng false trials before Pilate, and then finally when he was crucified. Itong mga followers ni Jesus Christ, specifically ito pong dalawa na mga disciples who went home to their village, they witnessed yung horrible na pagpako po sa ating Panginoon. Ang pangalan ng isa, si Cleopas, na mention po dito. Pero sabi po dalawa sila, pero si Cleopas lang ang na-mention ng pangalan. So they went home very discouraged. And ang distance po ng ang kanilang lugar na inuwian ay around 7 miles from Jerusalem, or more or less 10 kilometers. Parang distance ng isang bayan to another bayan, 7 to 10 kilometers. And they just nilakadan po nila. That walk going home was very meaningful. Following the whole journey of these two disciples revealed to us some significant insights which we can relate to or with bilang mga OFW believers. So, I'd like to mention a few insights na nakita ko po from this portion of the Gospel of Luke. Itong pag-uwi ng dalawang very discouraged disciples sa kanilang village called Emmaus. Ang pamagat po ng ating reflection is the road to Emmaus. Ang daan patungong Emmaus. Unang-una, the road to Emmaus is a road of loneliness. A road of frustration. Cleopas and his companion went home with a very heavy heart. Their master and Messiah was crucified. He died and was buried. With Jesus' death, their hope also died. Kasi po, they were hoping na ito na po yung pinakahihintay na Messiah ng Israel. And they were expecting that He was going to set free Israel from the clutches of the Roman oppression. Pero yun po ang naging kahinatnan. Yun po ang nangyari sa tao to whom talagang inaasahan nilang magiging liberator ng Israel. Now, listen to the words of discouragement and hopelessness. This man was a prophet and was considered by God and by all the people to be powerful in everything he said and did. Our chief priests and rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death, and he was crucified. And we had hoped that he would be the one who was going to set Israel free. Now, can you hear? Can you sense the emotion behind their words? These are words of a very disappointed people. This is a statement of lament and disappointment. Siyempre, understandable kung bakit naging ganun yung nagiging feeling at nagiging reaction po nila. Kasi grabe ang impact ng pagkamatay ng ating Panginoong Jesucristo sa buhay, sa pananampalataya ng kanyang mga tagasunod. Kasi at that time, they did not fully understand na ganun talaga ang mangyayari sa Messiah. Now, bilang mga OFWs, we are also walking on the road of loneliness most of the time. Being far and separated from our families. Loneliness is the greatest battle we are to fight. Especially sa mga baguhan, mga bagong dating in the first 3 to maybe 6 months. Grabe ang struggle sa loneliness during this particular period. Pag-alis pa lang natin sa ating mga bahay, matindi yung pain of separation. In fact, marami ang nagbe-break contract dahil di nila kaya ang loneliness sa first 6 months. Kaya talagang makaka-relate tayo ng mga OFWs dito po sa naging journey ni Cleopas at nung kanyang kasama. It was a journey on the road of loneliness and disappointment. Dahil po sa nangyari na witness nila doon. Nangyari kay Jesus at na witness nila doon na very horrible na pangyayari in Jerusalem. But the journey of Cleopas and his companion did not stop there. Did not stop on the road of loneliness. As they were walking on that lonely road, according to the story, Jesus joined them. Although at first hindi nila nakilala si Jesus Christ, Kasi siguro takip silim na. And maybe naka-hood. And some Bible scholars are saying na yung direction nila against the setting sun. Kaya medyo masilaw. Hindi nila makita yung mukha. So at first, hindi po nila na-recognize that it was Jesus who joined with them and continued walking with them. So, Jesus joined with them, walked with them, accompanied them, and conversed, talked with them along the way. What a beautiful picture of the Christian life this is. As we follow Jesus, our journey will not always be smooth and joyful. Sometimes bad things happen to us as we follow the Lord. Especially tayong mga OFWs. Marami ang nag-aakala noong nasa Pilipinas pa sila, hindi pa sila nakaalis, na akala nila ang ganda-ganda ng buhay sa abroad. Kasi ang gaganda ng mga pictures na nakapost sa Facebook, nakita natin lagi, pinopost ng mga kamag-anak natin, pinopost ng mga neighbors natin. Kaya kamakailan lang may isa sa nakilala natin at namalagi dito sa shelter natin na hindi naman talaga need na kailangan yung mag-abroad at para mabuhay yung pamilya kasi okay naman ang economic status nila. Pero naengganyo lang siya kasi ang gaganda daw ng mga pinopost ng mga kapitbahay, mga kakilala habang dito sa abroad. But no. Sometimes, suddenly, hindi natin inaasahan ma-terminate ang contract. Ma-terminate tayo ng amo. Or sometimes, di natin inaasahan, nagkakasakit tayo. Right? Naabiriya yung ating health. Or sometimes, nadi-disappoint tayo sa mga asawa natin na iniwan sa Pilipinas. Or sa mga anak natin na nagbubulakbol, hindi inaasikaso ang